Hello. In this recording, we're going to talk a little bit about fixed costs. Why do we want to talk about fixed costs? Well, we're really interested in studying how costs behave. In other words, how do costs change when we change output? In other words, are we going to incur additional cost when we increase output? Are we going to have a reduction in cost when we reduce output? We want to know these things so that we can build a model to help us predict what our cost will be based on some certain volume in the future. Specifically in this module, we're going to look at one category of costs called fixed costs. Fixed costs, they don't change when we have a change in volume. In other words, if we have a fixed cost of $1,000, that cost is going to remain $1,000 regardless of the amount of activity we have. However, this is all constricted by something known as the relevant range. For example, let's just say that we have a retail location that we rent, and our rent is $1,000 a month for the use of that retail location. And we can sell, or service, I should say, 1,000 customers a month in that location. That's the maximum capacity of people that we can serve. So the relevant range for that retail location would be we can serve a maximum of 1,000 customers and a minimum of 0 customers. So the relevant range would be between 0 and 1,000. So when we look at rent cost of $1,000, all of our cost assumptions that we make about that cost are only relevant if we are serving between 0 and 1,000 customers. That's what our capacity is. If we were to lease an additional facility and double our capacity, our rent would double. So our fixed cost would increase from $1,000 to $2,000, and the relevant range now would be between 1,000 and 2,000 customers served. So we only can make use of fixed cost data as long as the output that we are considering is within the relevant range. Fixed costs always remain the same in total. And if you look at this chart that I have provided, here is using that last example we have a facility that can serve 1,000 customers, and the rent is $1,000 a month. We can see that regardless of whether we serve 100 customers, 250 customers, 500 customers, or 1,000 customers, the rent remains $1,000 each month. What changes? What changes is the average cost per customer. If we served only 100 customers, the average cost per customer is $10. If we serve 250 customers, the average cost per customer is $4. And 500 customers, $2, 1,000, $1 per customer. Simply take the total fixed rent and divide it by 1,000. So fixed rent never changes in total within the relevant range, but the cost per customer averages down. As volume increases, our average fixed cost per unit goes down. Fixed costs do not change within the relevant range. Fixed costs are just that, they're fixed. If we plan to serve 800 customers, the fixed cost of our rent in our example will still be $1,000. That's the cost we need to plan for. If we're trying to figure out how much it costs to serve one customer when we're planning to serve 800 customers, we simply divide our total rent cost by the total number of customers we plan to serve. 1,000 divided by 800 is our fixed cost to serve a customer would be $1.25 a customer. The cost per customer will change if the number of customers changes. I have put some really great practice questions that you can use to test your knowledge about fixed cost. Just scroll through them and answer them and look at the solutions. Remember, Fixed costs remain the same in total, but change per unit as activity changes. If you found this helpful, subscribe. I'm posting a lot of stuff here. I plan to work on this quite a bit over the next few months. If you have a topic that you would like me to address, let me know. Maybe I can accelerate your topic and get it posted just for you. Thanks for listening. Bye.